thing you got to remember about one of these guys is it's very important to know where you're at. Okay, so no matter what, you need to know what light is on over here. I'll bring this down for right now. But so left and right, main speakers. Okay, mix 1 is your floor monitors. Mix 2, yet to be determined. And then 3 and 4, I've got set up automatically to go. Those were routed out to your CD player, tape recorder, CD and both recorders. I've set them up to kind of keep it simple. I've set all these at 0, set them at post fade. So whatever you do on your mix in house, it's going to go to your recorder. Okay. You have any questions about that? Call Ryan. No, just so you know the main on that is set at 0, so everything's set at 0. So no matter what you do on this first level, it's like right now. If I had brought music up, actually I did a while ago. Here, actually I'll show you. I'll do this right now. Okay, so that's it was going out the mains. So now over here, another layer is this is your 1 through 24. This is some of your main stuff. And you see these 2 lights flashing here as green lights. That's mix 3 and mix 4. So those are the mixes going out for your recording. Okay, and so that's automatically going there because of the post fade setting. So it'll be pretty easy. This is also. When you get into using effects, this is your effects sends. These are effects returns. You'll see where it says send and return. These are actually stereo returns. These are stereo 1, 2, and 3. On this guy here, if you wanted to simply plug in a 1/8" tip ring sleeve jack out of a device, you could do it right here and play back right there. Okay. It's also set where you can run it out the USB jack. And playback or record straight to USB. Okay, so if you just wanted to catch your audio left and right for your sermons, hit record right to a flash drive. Okay, pretty slick.
I won't have to convert the CD from CDR to MP3.
Exactly. You could essentially save yourself a step there. So if you press both of them, it goes to custom layer. So you can actually assign what all goes to individual layers here. Honestly, you don't have a lot of channels that you're dealing with, so just sticking on the main layer is going to be probably your all's easiest win here. Okay. So let's see. So we'll go back here. Let me pull those down just a little bit. We'll pull that back up. So again, gauge. We were talking a while ago. Hit that mix 1 over here, and there's your monitor mix. Okay, that's your monitors. So super easy. Okay, bounce back over here. There's your mains. And of course, these are I mentioned post fade on your recording a while ago. These are pre fade. So these do your EQ, all of your processing through here per channel will go through to your monitors. So it's only the fader. Doesn't mess with your mix. So once you get your mix set on stage, it'll stay there. Now, obviously, if you've been on stage, enough, obviously the house sound changes that too, a little bit with reflections and things like that are coming back at you. So obviously, things to worry about. So we'll pull that down for just a moment. So one thing, again, it's very important to notice what buttons are pressed, what buttons are not pressed, what layer you're on, what mix you're in, what channel you're looking at here. Can anybody tell me, by looking at this little window, what channel is selected right now, or looking across the board? What?
Channel 1.
Channel 1. So set. Your button here, it changes. Actually, you see right there in the top left-hand corner. So we'll bounce over here. You see your audio level here. This is a touch screen. There's your gate. Gate. You might know what a gate is. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So we'll go across. So first of all, our first thing is our preamp. That's our gain. I think what was it called on the? It's called the top knob on that console over there. And so that's how much signal you have coming into the. So we'll actually, it's selected. So we'll add more signal in. You know, first thing we'll do in a minute is when we have we'll start bringing channels in. We'll hit that PFL button. Is that what they call it? PAFL, whatever. But what we want to do is we want to see, okay, how much signal is this channel bringing in here? So we want, if you'll look at here, see all these numbers.
Mm-hmm.
All these numbers, actually, let me turn it off so I can see this. So we're going negatives all the way up to 0. And then we go into positives. The idea is we want as much green as possible because we want to get all the way to 0 as possible. So what that does is that keeps what we call gain structure correct all the way through from the mixer to your processor to your amplifier, and that makes it where everything plays nice together. So we don't have a lot of line noise and things like that because you got to have a good balance all the way through. Or you get, if say we had this, the console pulled down really low, and we had the amplifier channels like turned all the way up, then you're gonna just simply amplify the line noise that's gonna be between here and your speakers. Okay, so it's or anywhere along the line where a weak link might be. Okay, you're just gonna expose those. So here, let me go back to where it was. PFL, audio. So again, we're gonna get as much green as possible. Right there, see, I like to go down, and I'm gonna turn it down. So when it really hits, you wanna make sure you leave it there. So here we go. What I may do here in a minute, because what we're gonna do, you'll see here now, this is, what we're seeing here is this. So here's what I'm actually gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna leave that up and do that. Now. So now I've got it where we can see a little bit more of the meter. I turned your amplifier channels down, exactly the thing I was saying a while ago. And so now we've got the ability to push this up, get good signal here. It's actually still quite a bit of volume there. Okay, so what we may do is leave this guy down a little bit, because what you want to do is you want to run your faders from week to week. Excuse me, you want to run your faders pretty well the same from week to week across each channel. Now, say 1 week you have, I don't know, what are you averaging?
120 in the room.
120. So Christmas, the Sunday before Christmas, you're gonna have 175. So the only thing you should have to adjust is that main fader, okay? To compensate for the additional bodies in the room, humidity in the room, people singing in the room, things like that. So the only thing you should have to adjust from service to service within a number of people in the room is literally that fader right there, okay? That way you keep your mix roughly the same. It's not to say that you're not gonna, say you have so you got a cold one Sunday, and your voice is not as strong as it normally is. Yeah, sure, you're gonna bump your fader rate vocally. Same thing for you. Same thing there. So, all right. So, again, we're still on the first page. So, a few of the things that are in here. Okay, guys. You see, you've got your gain. The next thing is you've got a high pass filter, and this is going to show up right here. You see that purple line popped in right there? Mm-hmm. If we wanted to, this is something we do. This is something we do for vocals. We want to get all that low end out of a vocal because it's just not necessary. So what we want to do is, here, you can listen to the music on this. Okay, so that's what your low pass, your high pass frequency, high pass filter is. Okay, obviously for this we're going to turn it off. So that's what this guy is. Let's see. You got a delay. You're not going to need that. This gain shows your gain setting on here. Gates. We're going to skip. Actually,
Aaron said he would reach out to you.
get the computer fixed. He said no problem.
Cool. Actually, we'll stay on the screen, okay? Gate gets over here. So gate comes in handy. If you guys say you didn't have a sound operator, okay? This is one of many illustrations. So a gate is exactly what it says. Once audio reaches a certain level, then it opens the gate and lets the audio come through. As long as it stays above a certain decibel, okay? Now, one of the most popular ways to use a gate is on drums. Because on drums, you don't want all the resonating stuff. You want the crack. You want it when that stick hits that head. So that's a good way of using a gate. Another way of using a gate is if, say you didn't have a sound person back here. Say you had a couple different mics on stage, and you were, maybe one week you didn't have a vocalist on one of those microphones. So you set the gate pretty high so that no one's in front of that microphone, and that microphone is essentially not on. Okay, even though it needs to be muted back here, but that's another application. So that's a little bit different. But for right now, with the simple setup you guys have, gate is something, one of those things that can be distracting if you set up wrong. So again, that's many things in audio. Okay, many things in audio. That's what it is, though. Okay. Let's see. So we'll go and punch on through it. PEQ is your parametric EQ. That's what all these little knobs are right here. So you've got a 4-band parametric EQ. So what the parametric means is you can change where that frequency is. So we're listening to audio. It's on. Let's do something up here in this. We're going to turn it up, and then we're going to move it. Everybody hear that? Okay. So that's now. And then another thing we can do is the width. So this is what they call the Q. And so you can bring it down. So what this comes in handy with is say you've got a crazy frequency on your microphone that somewhere in the room likes to feed back. So the idea is that you could find that frequency, and then drop it out. Okay? So you get that down really low or really tight. And that's one application for that, okay? Now when it comes to EQ, guys, my rule of thumb is I do not do anything. Let's see. I wonder if I can. Yeah. Reset. Reset. Oh, come on.
You got a hold reset?
Oh. Hey Ryan, is there a way to flatline your EQ just by the push of a button or a hold down of a button?
Turning it on and off.
So, okay. Oh, right here?
Yep.
Well, it's still.
But it grays it out.
Yeah, but is there a quick way of
like a reset?
Reset of that.
I've never had to do it.
It's a show and reset.
Yeah. It's okay. There you go, 0-0. So, and again, you see that's in and out. Let's graze it out. Same thing with high pass filter. So let's see. So this right here, this also shows you your high pass setting. So that's jumping over here. So so my going back to kind of what I was doing before I asked about the reset deal. Actually, I'll show you something else here in a second too. I don't ever boost my signal any more than 3 dB. And I don't typically usually cut more than 6 dB. Okay, that's my rule of thumb. Is because if you're trying to go outside of those parameters, check and see, make sure you're using the microphone's in the right spot, make sure that you don't have something else that's out of whack, make sure that you want to kind of start checking some things then, okay? And make sure it's really a frequency that, okay, do I need to be boosting this frequency? Do I need to be cutting this frequency? Are we, now it's different on a vocal mic. On a vocal mic, for 75 hertz, there's no reason to do anything crazy with that. We're gonna high pass filter that out completely. So it's gonna be gone. But up in a 2K, which is where we get a little bit of clarity on vocals, to boost that more than 3 dB is something we really typically don't really want to do. Okay, let's see. Where else? Okay, so one thing I was gonna say. So right here, if you touch around on these, this little magic knob here becomes the knob that controls that parameter, okay? So I can go here, then I can go here. So I'm not trying to bounce around. Okay, where is that? Okay, that's here. All right, where's this one? It's here. You're not bouncing back and forth. You can kind of stay centrally located on your screen. Okay, what's that? What's next? Compressor. Compressor. Say, let's see. What's your preaching style? Do you use your voice to send home the message, the points? No, pretty monotone. You started to look around.
Not really monotone.
But so the idea. So
I'm
Always excited.
I'm excited, but I'm
Excited?
not. But I'm
Not
not
a whole lot of change.
okay. So maybe not a good example. But say you did have a pastor that he's preaching hellfire and brimstone. At the end, trying to get everybody to come down front and repent. He's going to probably really get into his voice, and he's probably going to start yelling. Well, a compressor just kind of keeps that audio signal under control. Okay, that's all a compressor will do.
Jerry doesn't listen, so it doesn't work.
I don't think we'll have to do better.
So another thing where they're like for vocals, say you've got, gosh, I know growing up at my church we had this lady. She had a beautiful voice, soprano voice, and by golly, you knew the last note of whatever special she was going to do, she was going to give it all she had, and it was. I'm guessing you all have someone here like that too. Okay, so compressor is where that comes into play. So you don't clip out your signal going down the chain. You don't pop your speakers. It's almost a protection, okay, of our ears in the room and things like that. It's to keep everybody under control. Okay. So we'll talk. We can go a little bit more into that here in a few minutes, and go from there. Okay. Another few things. Let's see. So obviously in and out of the gate and compressor. There's your pan left and right. You don't have to worry about that. Everything's straight up in here. No big deal. What else? GEQ. If I was over here where I'm at, if I hit processing, never mind. Set. Then there's your EQ for your room. Okay. And actually that's half of it.
We don't ever want to mess with that.
No, not really. Okay, there it is.
Okay,
right. So you've only got 24 channels. So this mixer lets us cheat. So the blue ones are the one you're seeing right now. We hit it again, then it moves it over so we can get those last high frequency channels. Hit it again, it goes away. Okay. It's obviously engaged on the mains. It's also engaged on your monitor mixes, and we'll leave it where it is and everything else. On your monitor mix, I've got the low end that kind of rolls off at the end. No need for low end in monitors. Muddies it up. Okay. All right. We'll go back over here. We will go back over here. Actually, we will go to here. What questions? What questions?
Okay, if I'm back here running sound and the guy on guitar says I can't hear myself, and I can hear him fine back here.
Yep. So you go to mix one, and you go to guitar, wherever guitar is. You go right there, and you go and you move the mix. Okay.
Okay, now that's his
That
mics
is
or
that
his
is
speakers.
that is mix one.
Uh-huh.
Here's your house mix.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we probably, for the time being, we might stick a little thing here to help people understand that that's house. We
That's
might put a
house.
little sticker here that says house, and this is
This is
This
floor.
is,
Floor.
floor monitors. That's the word I'm.
So it's going. You like. I mean, you guys are simple.
Yeah.
Simple. Okay. So you're just literally bouncing back and forth. Is all you're going to be doing. Okay. So
and then
pretty
and
simple.
and you said for the CD player, whichever, or the CD recorder, it's whatever we do here is messing with that too, right?
It is. So there's
don't
no
need to go there.
there's no reason to go here. No reason to go there. Stay on your left and right, and that's going to go to your CD recorder. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If you've got it muted over here, it's not going to go through over there. If it's if you've got if you've got the mix, if you've got it mixed correctly out here, it's going to go to the recording the same way. Okay.
We do have a line. Is the line out for the for the camera? We have a line out. Is that still?
I don't know.
Where's that at? Do you know where that is?
Not sure.
It had been running into this box here, I think. And I think that goes,
Where
Oh,
does
that's our, is that it?
that could be it, yeah.
New one that I just made?
You got it plugged in here.
This one here.
where does it go?
This is
Yeah.
channel 1.
Right here.
But there's
Video.
Here's the cable back here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your. So that's your. Okay.
I made this one because this is the one that was taped together.
Yep.
No, it's
Okay.
over there.
So you got
So
something
we
else.
have a line out. So we, right now, our video is done through that little camera. And he takes that RCA cable over there
Okay.
to plug into the camera, but it's the feed's coming off the board to the camera.
Is that the 3 that wasn't labeled or whatever it
No,
was?
it's this right here from what I'm. It's this cable here. Where does this come out of? Is it Daisy?
It's going straight into your whatever second rack, a CD or a tape player.
So it's coming off of that.
So it's go. Yeah. So.
Direct, it's
So
not on
which
the console.
which one? The second one down.
Second one down.
So it's going to that CD. recorder.
Actually, past the Furman.
Oh, it's going into. There's another CD.
It's the third unit, whatever the third piece is,
Really?
counting the Furman.
I don't remember using that. That's a tape player.
So there's Furman,
Oh,
and then this.
okay,
It's
that's
this
our
right
CD
here.
player.
That's
Okay,
the CD
that's a s-
recorder.
Okay.
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 So should we move that to come from? Because I mean,
It
we
should
did.
go
I
on
think that
yours.
was done before because there was no option on that board for another send.
So that was going into that.
I mean, yes. No, out.
Not coming out of it, yeah.
Coming out of it. I mean.
Okay,
honest-
so then you may be going in the other side. It just may be routing through this.
It's just going through it, is what it sounds like.
So the CD is in, what was that mix?
It's 3 or 4. I don't remember which one.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you
So I
from
mean,
over here.
so it's coming through.
So it
here.
doesn't matter. Okay.
So I mean, it's
we don't need to change anything, but that's still fine.
okay. I mean, it's okay. So it's okay for now.
Yeah. Well, when we switch cameras and stuff,
Yeah.
we'll switch that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's hop. So you don't use the pulpit mic right now. Okay. So pulpit mic, is that like a gooseneck, something like that? So that's something good to.
That's funerals.
So like right here, that's going to require, it's a condenser mic, so it's going to require phantom power. So this guy right here, you got to hold this down, and that red light's got to be on, and then you'll be able to, cue that up. Okay, pretty easy there. What else you got? Pastor's mic. Where's your microphone at, Aaron?
Up front.
Why don't you go ahead and
Why don't you go get that?
somebody grab that, and we'll get him up and going on this. We'll go ahead and select him. We'll go ahead and do some things here to kind of get us going. We're gonna go ahead and actually High Pass is already at. We'll bump it up just a hair, and we'll see what we get with him. Do you have your handheld by any chance?
It's up there.
Why don't you grab it too, or have him?
I'm on.
Oh, you're on? Okay.
I'm on. So I normally, this is about the volume that I try to speak at. I don't try to get much louder so that I don't strain my throat. But this is where I'm at. So let's see. Announcements from this past Sunday. We went Christmas caroling, December 16th. Our Advent devotional. Children's service next week. Oh, I'm glad I just read that.
Sound right.
Don't do that. Romans 10:2, for I bear them witness that they have a zeal for God, but not according to knowledge. For being ignorant of the righteousness of God and seeking to establish their own, they did not submit to God's righteousness. You want me to keep going?
Yes, please.
All right, Matthew 11. Truly, truly, I say to you, among those born of women, there has arisen no greater than John the Baptist. John the Baptist was the greatest man to ever live. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 1.
Malachi to other people.
Behold, I send my messenger, and he will prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek will suddenly come to his temple, and the messenger of the covenant in whom you delight. Behold, he is coming, says the Lord of hosts. Unless, I don't have anything else to read up here. Kind of forget. Let's see. Where's my Bibles? But, here we go. I got one down here. Holy Bible. King James Version. Let's rock that out. King James Version. St. Mark. I don't know if people realize things about old King James. King James loved his young boys. I don't know if people knew that or not.
Uh-oh.
King James, in the original King James, sixth commandment says, thou shalt commit adultery. The first one. So Luke, we're going to be in Luke 1. And then, let's see, well, I will be starting verse 26. In the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused. Huh. I've never read the King James, really, to be honest with you. It doesn't say betrothed, but it says espoused.
Yeah.
To a man whose name was Joseph.
Okay.
So I'm good?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right.
Okay, Gage, what microphone do you have there? I see you. Yeah, I see you.
White.
Well, is it white?
It is green.
So we need to label that thing somehow.
That's what it says here.
But that green tape will be good.
This is just masking tape on here with my name on it, so I can know.
So that's not your mic anymore.
It fell. Yes, oh, found it.
So we gotta relabel.
They're on the stands.
How many mics? I thought we had 4 mics.
There's one that Debbie uses. Do you want me to sing for you?
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, go ahead and I tell you what, grab your guitar. Let's we'll bring that in too here, and we'll just do it all.
What color is this mic?
That's 3, and that is white.
Alright, so this actually needs to be Gage's mic.
Well, wait, I can just take this tape off. I just put this on.
What, do you want the white mic? What do you think, Gage needs the white mic? Or does it matter?
Racist.
I don't know. We are.
I would say it needs to be the red mic because that's next to you. That's wireless too.
Oh, okay. You got mine red one then. Alright, here's the white mic. That is white.
Is this,
That's the orange,
this is orange tape?
That's gonna be purple. We don't have orange.
purple.
So this is,
That's white, that's the green.
I'll let someone else. I'll let someone else write that because you don't want me. That's why I type everything out. Do you have an EQ on your guitar or anything? Preamps?
Got volume, treble, and then in.
Set your EQs flat, and then your volume, about 75-80%.
So orange is the new purple. Purple's the new one, this one.
So what other instruments do you have, Aaron?
Drums.
Sorry.
You're good. Drums. We have
Piano.
keys.
Keyboard, piano.
We have a weird cajon sometimes.
You have a bass guitar?
We will. Our goal is to have a bass guitar. We do have one.
Okay.
We gotta teach somebody how to play.
I got you. That's cool.
It should be, unless somebody unplugged it. Where's the power button? It's plugged in the room. Yeah, it's plugged in.
Okay. What we got?
I don't know. What's wrong?
Took out his pencils?
Let's see. What? Sing me something.
Everyone needs compassion, love that's never failing. Let mercy fall on me. Everyone needs forgiveness, the kindness of a Savior, the hope of nations.
On the other side here. Maybe. Excuse me, man.
Come on.
This chair is in the way.
Take me as you find me.
Here I am EQ. I think.
What?
Savior, He can move the
we're singing for the glory of the risen King. Jesus, shining light.
We got a rotation. There's about 6 guys that rotate.
Gotcha.
Are you even seeing the drums?
What?
No.
Are you even seeing the drums?
I haven't got there yet. I'm
All kinds of stuff. It's funny.
that's fun. Where do you normally sit? How's the volume? Is that about right?
Of course, my hearing is everything sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Just talk to me for a second.
Talk to you. All right. So I'll tell a story about one time I was in school. I was probably in middle school, and I approached this girl to come.
Echo. I
Just
hear-
go ahead and sing something. Vote just a cappella for me for a second. Just that chorus while ago.
Savior, he can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save.
It's a little plate reverb, a little gated reverb right there. It's not real long, but it's enough to kind of smooth out his vocals a little bit. So it's something you can use or you don't have to. I've never heard. Okay, that's good.
We heard enough of you.
I didn't say that.
Listen, we have a T-Rex that plays drums because everything is so dramatic.
Okay, you got drums there. Go ahead and play. Let's see. Your drums are supposedly right here. There it is. What kind of brain is that?
Rolling,
Which one? TD what?
PD4,
Okay.
1970.
Can you reset it? No.
Mixer, ambience, hit name, MIDI, metronome, pad setting.
Maybe. Let's just try to go. I don't want to mess anybody up.
We don't have any of those places fully yet. Yeah. Sensitivity.
Yeah, that's not necessarily volume, so.
It's all the way up.
It's all the way up. Fantastic. Okay, go ahead and just play.
What about different, it's on heavy as far as the drum kit. Is there a certain kit?
I don't know on that one. Yeah, try another kit. Yeah. When all else fails, go back to default. Just a tick, 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 boom, tick, boom, tick, boom. There you go. Hey, on this EQ, does this thing do any kind of analyzer type thing on this one?
Like a real-time RTA?
Yeah, just to show you what frequencies are coming through. Does this do that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I know it does on the X32.
I wasn't gonna say it, you did. The M32 is what you should have said. Midas is M32. That does that.
They need to hurry up and release something.
They really do.
Even though I don't want to work with Dave Holloway again.
Hey, I have nothing wrong with the man. He has always gotten back to me in a timely manner.
I don't know, but Steve Grigsby's about on my last nerve. Ignores you when you need him, and then
Yeah.
suddenly he's available when you don't.
Of course. Okay. We're gonna figure out what's going on here. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Wow, that shelf is really. That's actually. I don't know. That's hard to guess. All right. I brought in some low end. I brought in a little bit of the high end. We'll just if you don't have someone who really knows that, I would figure out how to set it back to default or stick with that setting right there and just go with it until you have somebody who can kind of spend some time to learn what the sensitivity settings mean and how to fine tune that.
Yeah.
That'd be a game changer. All right, what about keys back there, I guess? Is that next? Okay. Okay, hang on now, hang on. Oh, that is the piano
Oh, that's-
mic.
That's the piano mic over there.
Oh, there's multiple
Keyboard
things. I
was,
see keys now. Okay, here we go. Hey, look at there. Sorry. Gage, get on that thing. There you go. There you go. All right. That is what it is. It's piano. You could go. You got what's you got some other pad stuff there, some strings, whatever. Let's see what we got. Maybe got some low end of there, something. I'll just kind of see. Okay. What else we got?
You want to grab that bass guitar? Plug it in?
We were gonna plug it in. It has to go through an amp,
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't have to. You have a direct box?
not an amp.
Okay.
Never mind, we'll worry about that later.
They need a direct box.
We can get you some nice subs for that to reverberate through.
We have that piano.
So this is, that's the piano mic that we had a while ago?
Yes.
That makes sense, because it was
Yeah,
starting to
it's
feedback.
literally a
'cause I-
microphone sitting in piano.
Awesome. Let's see what we get here.
Organ doesn't have anything, it's just really loud.
Yeah.
Hey, what about our mic to the baptismal? Is that mic, that input don't work?
I have no idea.
Hey, you're a fixed guy. You have mic input up here.
All right. Okay. So.
If they put phantom power, which is microbeam, and it gets anywhere near that water, it'll light you up. I'm not saying it wouldn't work, I'm just saying,
Okay.
there's no risk.
Is that good? Is that all?
If you, do you wear waders or? Yeah. I mean, if you're wearing your waders and stuff, you could even use a wireless pack, or you could do like a hanging choir mic or
That's
something
what I
like
was
that.
wondering.
Yeah,
We might do that next time, just put another.
yeah. Or, I mean, you can, if you put a glass ledge in there, it wouldn't be near as bad, but anytime you could splash the water right up into that,
Yeah.
that outlet, I'd be careful.
That's what we have. I have a gooseneck mic in front of our baptistry that's mounted, but there's a glass.
Yeah.
And so that mic is literally like right above that glass. I mean, there's no chance that,
So I would rather,
because it's, if somebody reached out, they could touch it, but
how much are those mics? Like if we, when we do the subs and redo those two,
Like a good gooseneck?
well, no, just like maybe a good choir mic in there or something, a hanging mic or something.
well, I mean, maybe that's a repurpose of those if you're talking about doing choir mics over here.
Yeah, we could with
Yeah,
those.
or get you some better choir mics over here and just, cut those down and rework them.
You'll
Okay,
cut
guys,
this
more
off?
questions? More questions? I know we didn't do anything with floor mixes.